Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pretty much, has pretty much reached that support zone that we talked about in the last video, starting at $61,928. We are currently watching for the price to reach this support area, which has now happened, and maybe a little bit lower, maybe just a little bit lower, but the wave count is technically already full. As I already explained in the last video, we had already seen a completed ABC structure. Now that never means that the correction is complete. Actually, I already highlighted to you in the last video that we'd like to see it get down to around about 61,660 to reach that 100% extension level. And also I made you aware that there is a cluster of support because this year is the 100% extension level of the initial A wave decline. That's a common C wave target, because the C wave and the A wave, they often have the same length. I mean, the 100% extension only means that the C wave has the same length as the A wave. Also here on the logarithmic chart. Then we have the 38.2 retracement level at 61,930 of this rally. That's the standard support level. And then of the larger wave degree, we have the 61,760 level. So there's a whole cluster of support levels here around 61.6, 61.7K. So we're currently watching if the price can turn around there. As I said, the wave count itself is technically completed to the downside. If we get another low, then it's possible that this fourth wave unfolded as a running flat. Okay, so the idea is that in the short-term bullish count, we completed a 5-wave move up here in wave 1 in yellow. We're now looking for this wave 2 pullback into the support region, ABC, and the C wave is a 5-wave move. And the fourth wave could have been here, A wave, B wave, C wave as a running flat. I will take that out again. But what that means is that the B wave of that wave 4 did overshoot to the downside. The thing is, if we go to the, and this is now really micro, but 15-minute chart, you have an A wave up, you have a B wave, which is a nice 3-wave move. Makes total sense. And then the C wave couldn't get back above A. It's a classic running flat. Not a great pattern to work with, but it fits quite well here, and it tells us that one more low could happen. It also tells us that the next low could be the last one. But obviously, there is no low until we see an impulsive reversal. So what we really need to see, well, in an ideal world, is that it gets into this white target region, but we're already in the area where a reversal could now occur. Just doesn't show yet, and the red candle here suggests we go down a bit lower. Earliest indication that a low has formed would be a break above the 4th wave high at 62,870. Going above it will likely send us up to the area around the B wave top. That will be the next confirmation that a low of sorts has formed. If we get a break above that B wave high at 64,450. And overall, at the moment, the correction is set to continue until we see a break above one of these levels, ideally coupled with a small impulsive move to the upside. Before we continue, what I wanted to make you aware of is that this week we plan to send our first newsletter from our new website. So feel free to go to the website. You'll find the link in the description, mcoglobal.com. If you scroll down all the way, there's also a new blog article that was published. If you scroll down to the newsletter page, you can register here for our newsletter. In every newsletter, there will be one analysis of a chart. Could be a stock, could be a crypto, could be Forex pair that we normally don't cover anywhere else. So there's a bonus for all newsletter subscribers. So feel free to do that to not miss anything. And let's go back to the charts. So we plan to send that out this week, the first one later this week. So feel free to check it out. Now let's talk about the alternative wave counts here, or which other scenarios are possible. First of all, I have to say that it actually looks quite good for the yellow wave count, I think. That's the bullish scenario, which at the moment is labeled here as alternative, but obviously micro counts are very dynamic and we are sort of interpreting them as we go. I can just share with you that it looks like a 5 up, we talked about that, but also like the 3-wave move to the downside, it really looks corrective. It doesn't look impulsive to the downside. So from that point of view, actually, I think there's a good chance that we find support in this region. But obviously, as I said, this is still a catching knife, or it's a knife catch situation at the moment. You're catching the falling hot knife, and it's a pretty hot knife at the moment. And we just need to watch these levels for potential reactions. And I can share with you, we have the levels there. I mentioned them to you. If we break below this cluster of support around 61,700, then the next support cluster again will be around 60.8K, 60.6K, and then 59.8K. And below 58.3K, the white count gets into control. And this is the scenario in which we have a B wave top here, and we come down in wave C for one more low, but still within an overall bullish scenario. So it would just mean that we get one more low on the larger time frame, and then ideally the market will attempt a reversal from there again. What we're watching for here at the moment is if we have already bottomed and this is a 1-2 setup and we go up from here into the 70K region. That would be ideal. This is at the moment labeled as alternative until we see a first impulsive reaction here. However, this is obviously the wave count that will be tested first. And also it is a bullish count, bullish, yeah, within overall bullish count, but also a short-term bullish scenario where we're looking for higher. But if that doesn't hold, then yeah, maybe from lower. So in both scenarios, I'd like to see the price go up further. Sorry, it was just Amazon, I think, is just turned up in front of the house. So yeah, this is sort of what I'm watching for at the moment, and there is not much more to add. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.